All right, so when reporting billables to Chegg or to Grant, basically, we need to make sure that the variances for the week prior are 100% done. So in order to do so, I'm pulling up my variance sheet and I'm just making sure that none of these variances are showing up in red, which if you scroll through, you'll notice that none of these are showing up in red because they're all done. And one thing I do as well is I just kind of grab these formulas and drag down, just because sometimes when supervisors are working on them, they'll like input an 8 over a formula just to kind of do a placeholder for if they're done. And of course, I want to just drag down the formulas, make sure everything is actually done based on the data. So yeah, you can tell this is done. I mean, if you had variances, they would show up like red like so. So we don't see any. So we know this is ready. So you're going to pull up ADP, go to reports, go to my reports, and then go to my team reports. And here I have some reports saved, but what you want is the employee total hours report. So if you don't see this showing up over here in the search bar, you're going to do employee total hours and then grab this employee total hours report. And time frame, you can set it as defined as runtime. Make sure the selected fields are first and last name, employee status, this first one, and always make sure that this report output is CSV. Now, if this is your first time doing this, you can save the report and title it so that all your settings are set every time, so you don't have to pull the raw report each time. And so that you can have it showing up just kind of how you saw mine. And then you select the time frame. In this case, I'm doing last week. And then you click run. Now that might take a couple seconds to generate. So in the meantime, I'm just pulling up my hours report. So this is my downloads file. I pull up my hours report. The last hours that I sent were the 8th to the 14th. And I'm just opening that because I know there's a couple things that I copy and paste from this report onto the new one. Okay, so while I did that, this is ready to go. So we're going to download it, and this is what it looks like just as a raw data CSV. This right cell right here, we don't need. Go ahead and delete that. Insert a row. So I title it. So, and then, just kind of make it a little bit bigger since it's a title. Okay, next thing is making these hours. This is a duration. So we need to know hours in a decimal format. So in order to do that, we're going to do equal this box times 24. And this right here is still a duration. So we need to change the format to a number. And you can see is now a decimal version of a number. So, we can see 43 minutes are 72% of an hour, 0.72. And that is now saved. So I'm going to save this just since I've made a couple edits as 11:15 to 11:21 hours. And I'm going to save it as an Excel workbook and click save. Okay, next thing I do right here, I'm going to click the pay code column and get some conditional formatting set. Really, we're just going to do cells that contain specific text containing overtime. Or sometimes I honestly just write in over. And then we're going to set it to be bold italic. The text color is going to be red so that it's really easy to tell all of that overtime. I'm going to save because I just made an edit. Okay, so now the next thing we do is we pull up the schedule. And just based off on who our leaders are, Lindsay, Jacob, Misty, we're going to search their name and highlight their column specifically. So I'll show that in the next video.